What more do you want from me?
Hey, yo.
ClowdyWorld. And today, man, we're going to break down what's going on with Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert's messy divorce. Now, people don't know Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert were a real pretty cool dynasty power couple. They were doing things for a pretty long time, married with a lot of kids. They got a lot of things going on. But it seems as if they've been slowly but surely burning out. And with all these recent allegations about them from both sides, it's clear that that time they had together is seeming a little over. Now, let's break down what's going on with them and what's this messy divorce talking about. Now, the couple that started widespread panic after starting the Flashdance themed music video for Kanye West's 2016 song Fade, they splitting up, man. A judge ordered Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert to submit their paper settlement in writing by noon on June 27th. Now, they've been going back and forth, Taylor and Shumpert, over issues like parenting, child support, and if the pair don't come to an agreement by the deadline, the judge gonna have to remove the case from the docket, meaning gonna start it all over again. Now, why are Taylor and Shumpert divorcing? You see, Taylor secretly filed to divorce former basketball player Shumpert in January 2023, but people thought what it was over, but she stated it was because of cruel treatment. She managed to keep the filing under wraps for a full 10 months before reporters caught wind of the divorce in November of last year. Now, Taylor announced their separation in September. In the court documents, Taylor alleges their marriage crumbled because Shumpert was jealous of her fame, grew insecure when photographers requested him to step out of the frame for pictures, and felt like he wasn't good enough for her. Eventually, Shumpert began treating her cruelly and displaying extreme narcissistic behavior throughout the majority of their marriage. Now, stuff like this is not completely uncommon. I'm not going to go one side or the other, but I will say it's not uncommon for when there are women in relationships that have a lot more either power or funds or, just motion in terms of public eye. It's happened with Whitney Houston. I'm not saying it's impossible that it could have happened with Teyana. Now, this is getting crazy because allegedly Shumpert said that he don't know what she's talking about. He said he did not want her to work because she became a mother, but complained about her lack of employment when she stayed home to raise their 2 children. Taylor tried to reconcile with Shumpert as his NBA career was falling apart, but she couldn't make amends according to the documents. She filed for divorce once in 2022 before asking her legal team to withdraw the filing one day. Now, Shumpert's cheating scandals and arrest for DUI and possession didn't help matters. His attorneys denied the allegations of cruel treatment and asked that the reason for their divorce be changed to an irretrievable broken bond. Now, I can understand why they want that, because that statement is very blanketed and it's been used against a lot of men and a lot of black men. Were there ones that did that stuff? Of course, and those people should be spoken on and treated in a negative way. However, we'd be out here lying if we said that there were not a lot of men and a lot of baby fathers that accusation was used on to get a lot of the control and custody of the children. Is that wrong or right? Not really wrong or right, especially when it's done. You can't really be mad at someone for using your ill will towards them back at you in the legal, way. But we can't deny that that is something that's been used for a lot of men, right or wrongfully, to get a lot of these things done for women, like most of the child support, a lot of the full custody, things such as that. Now, what do these people's finances have to do with it? Because according to June documents, Shumpert asked the court to revise his child support to $8,000 a month for his gross income of around $48,000 a month. He also claimed Taylor brought in $94,000 a month, and for her part, Taylor accused Shumpert of withdrawing nearly $4 million from their shared accounts and left her to foot a $200,000 home renovation bill. Now, what has Taylor said about the news? You see, Taylor denied the TMZ report about Shumpert's behavior, saying the articles have misleading headlines. My court documents aren't clickbait for your salacious headlines, which is very real. A real woman will never let their father of their child really become in that type of light if that man truly did not wish harm and ill will toward her. So that's real genuine of her, at least, to cut that stuff out, because of course the only one really suffering in this situation are the jits that are being affected by this, with their family being sadly broken apart. That will always be the reality. The people that suffer the most will always be the youngins, always. Now, in January filings obtained by TMZ, the performer accused Shumpert of being under the influence of gassing while with their daughters. And Taylor also claimed he failed to feed them when they were under his care and once sent them to Chicago United Center Arena alone using a rideshare app. That's very green. That's very green. Having them under their care while having some Zol in your system, I'm not really stressing that. I grew up in the south side of Chicago where people and family members kept me well taken care of, fed, clothed, clean, and on my best behavior. And they were definitely on a Zaza, dog. And that's OGs, family, people of the family. When you have a real community, like, no one's just gonna let people just let that stuff happen. Regardless of how the news or media tries to make Chicago look, even the person on the corner did look out for the real youngins' well-being. Those who meant no ill will, real civilians. So I don't really care for that being some type of part of a narrative when I knew many men and women in my life who were under those influences that were much more respectful, much more genuine, and much more real than a lot of people that weren't under those influences. And a good amount of them were more successful. So getting back on topic though, while Shumpert allegedly put the children in danger, he also allegedly cut off their utilities at their Georgia home, leaving Taylor without Wi-Fi, cable, or water. And let me add, Taylor wrote, all of the utilities in my home was on the same day after that was pulled. Me and my jits are never going to be sitting ducks. Very real, very real. And then Taylor then said, yo, Teamsy, are y'all serious? Y'all taking it too far with these misleading headlines and I'm tired of it. Every time I turn up, it's either half-led and made up stories or words being twisted for clickbait. I ask y'all to mind your business if y'all respect my family. However, y'all keep putting out the boo-boo and y'all gonna keep leaking my documents. Show it all and come correct. Stop taking bits and pieces and putting tens on twos. This kind of coverage, Taylor explained, is why she filed the divorce secretly in the first place. Now, overall, man, when you look at this, it's pretty clear to see that Teyana Taylor and Iman Shumpert seem like they're done for good. But I want to at least show some love and really appreciate what they represented, not only in the culture, but for themselves. For a good part of a decade, they showed a lot of people that you can be a black power couple in the public eye doing real things. Now, all couples one day come to an end, good or bad. But I have to be very appreciative that they at least tried to do something that many people in our era and our generation were afraid to do. They put themselves as that black couple in the public eye, and they tried their best to make it work. And in my opinion, I respect that. I really value when people do things like that because it's not easy, and it will probably make things end faster. But sometimes you need to show the world that you can be a positive example of what can be a good leading example for the youth. And I really do appreciate them for trying, even if they couldn't do it, for trying their best and for making it a reality for so long. ClowdyWorld, and let me know what y'all think about Iman Shumpert and this girl T. I can't even say it, bro, because what last name do I use now? Like, do I switch it just back to, you know, what her original was? Do I just say Miss Taylor? Do I say Miss Shumpert? Do I say Teyana Shumpert? Teyana Iman? Let me stop playing. ClowdyWorld, and we gone.